Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome to a channel update. One that's a little late, about a month's worth. Okay, so to quick summarize, because I want to try and summarize the thing before the slight ramble, because I'd taken... Okay, I recorded them. I honest to God recorded them. In fact, where is it? I've got the bloody videos here. Yeah, there. Right. I'm going to get the thing set up so you can see. Because I've done them twice. Rather blurry, but there you go. There's two of the stuff that I've done. So, yeah, I'd recorded both footages and uploaded, rendered one of them to go. But unfortunately shit happened, which resulted in me not being able to upload them in time, which is annoying. But I digress. So, basically, to summarize, no video today because unfortunately I had a massive cold, even though I don't sound like it. Basically, I caught the lurgy that everyone else had, and for the last, 2 or 3 days, I've been, barely able to talk. Today is the first day I've been able to actually go back to a semi-normal state. In fact, I surprisingly recovered well whilst I was at work. You wouldn't think that's possible, but here I am. Anyway, so I will be rendering something later on today, and then I'll be releasing it tomorrow, so apologies for that issue. I have finally finished recording Warhammer. The reason why I'm getting all excited from it is because it was a bitch. But also because I had a few issues in terms of continuity uploading. Basically, back in June, when I was up in Scotland, I'd set the videos up to render on the night that I was about to drive up to Scotland. And, sorry, upload, not render. And basically, I'd uploaded most of them, and then there was one in the middle that didn't quite upload successfully, and we weren't entirely sure. Probably because there was a power cut, or... No, it wasn't a power cut, it was because the internet probably died or something. I don't know what exactly caused it to go wrong, but it went wrong. And so basically it didn't upload as it should have done, and so then we had a whole clusterfuck, and then it turned out a couple of people who commentated, thank you very much for doing so, told me that apparently there was a bit of a weird glitch with stuff going ahead of time or whatever. So basically what I did was I had overextended what I'd recorded, forgotten that I'd done an episode in the middle of certain things. So when I came back from Scotland, which by the way, when I was in a McDonald's lay-by at night, probably some people trying to sleep. Oops. I was eating just a dinner to try and keep the wolves at bay, and I noticed one of my videos hit 10k views, and the thing just popped up saying, "You've done this!" And I literally went, "What?" As almost in a half semi-shouty voice, because I was just I still can't believe it, but still, it was But yeah, so thank you all very, very much for that. Very much appreciate it. I love all the support you guys are giving me. It's awesome to see that. So yes, there was a bit of a clusterfuck with the videos, but I sorted it, so we're all good. And I've also done the Warhammer videos, which is, again, all good. So later I will be going away for a few days this month. Mainly from the 23rd to about the 28th. Now, this shouldn't really affect us because I intend on uploading videos anyway. It's primarily to do with when I answer comments. Normally, I'm quite quick to the mark to answer comments or reply to some things and, all that jazz. But when I'm on holiday and I'm going to be doing a reenactment event, I'm probably not going to be able to answer any comments for a while. And hopefully, we should be okay with the content. But if not, there might be a lack of content for a little bit. And I apologize for that. Anyway. So as I was saying, so that is that bit of news, which is all good in the hood. Anyway, so yes, I've got a slight announcement in a sense. It's a plan more than anything. Nothing's going to happen this month regarding it, but it's letting you guys know about it, so that way you're prepared for it. And I'll be constantly keeping an eye, talking about how it's going. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed the Star Citizen videos. I'm going to put dark mode on because it's lovely. I really wish everything had a dark theme. I mean, I love dark mode. Slight off topic. I love dark mode themes. When YouTube started doing it, I was like, you are my saints! But yeah, when computers do that, because I'm like an owl. I love the night. Oh. Anyway, so I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, some of the videos I've done. In fact, my To Become a Citizen has done relatively well, considering, which I'm happy about. I've got more on the way, do not worry. But the issue is, I can't really fully enjoy the game yet, or I cannot fully take advantage of the game yet to make awesome videos. I can still do videos in it, and it's still possible, but it's a lot less stable and a lot more annoying. And the reason for that is because I'm still running on an old hard drive system. And I'm a little bit ashamed to admit this, because it's basically me saying I'm an old git who doesn't know what's going on in the world, but I'm an old git who didn't know what the hell was... Well, not that I didn't know what an SSD was. I was aware of an SSD. But the first time I ever heard of an SSD, or at least in PC gaming terms, was probably around the time I made my first Star Citizen video. Yes. Yes. A little bit in 2015, someone talked to me about them. In fact, it was when I was installing it. They said, "Oh, you might want an SSD," and I'm like, "What's an SSD?" So yes. But regardless, I will be planning on upgrading my computer towards them. In fact, by the end of this year, I intend to be SSD primary. What does that mean? Well, basically that means I'm going to be replacing the core functions of my computer gaming with SSDs. Which is going to be lovely. So, obviously, it's a bit of a bold joint and a bit of a complete shift in what we're going to be planning in terms of doing stuff at the end of the year. But the issue is, it's not an issue, is that, you know, we've got a good graphics card. Oh, it's good. 90 frames. Sorry. 90 frames in Star Citizen on high. When it was a good server. So you can imagine if I had an SSD. Anyway, so as I was saying, so the issue is with some of the games I play, obviously having a hard drive is kind of limiting in terms of what I can do, because having a hard drive, there's only so much a certain disk speed can do, and as such, I'm noticing certain games aren't performing as well as they could, or they aren't doing as well as they, it's not as fun, or certain things are now taking longer, loading times is long. Obviously, it's just the way that modern gaming is going. And to be fair to me, the only thing I will say in my defense is that SSDs went dark for me around the same time I made that video. And all I heard about them in their terms of reputation was that they were not very big and they were fucking expensive. Like 256 gigs for £300. And I'm like, fuck that. So I didn't even think about them for a long time. Now, of course, I can get 2 terabytes for like 200, which is a lot more reasonable. So I'm basically intending on getting 2 terabyte hard drives, with the case enough to put them in. And basically what I'm intending on doing is attempting to get that stuff all organized, ready to go and whatnot. And then, hopefully in that time, I'll have to format my system and run the Windows off the SSD. And then that way, when I install games or whatever, the Windows will run faster, the games will run faster, we can record and enjoy higher quality and smoother content, and I can potentially render videos faster. This is whole new territory for me, so I have no idea what to expect, but I'm hoping good things alongside the potential down points as well. But regardless, it also helps future-proof my system, because I've got a good rig. Like, she isn't bad. I think at the moment, especially with my new graphics card, she's gonna, with the new graphics card and everything, I might be able to break into doing more VR videos. The issue, again, with recording VR is that sometimes I play a game and I'm like at 30 frames a second, maybe 20. And my eyes, fuck. I can play a video game on a computer monitor at 20 frames per second, no problem. But if I'm playing a game in VR, then you don't want to be at 20 frames a second. Motion sickness will go overhaul. So, yeah, that is the plan. Now, the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because what I will be doing in the time when I'm installing and updating and upgrading is I'm going to be taking a YouTube break. Probably 2 weeks or a duration. I'm probably going to say duration because knowing Sod's Law, something will go wrong and I'll be like, I can't make the deadline. Anyway. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and, well, what I'm going to do to thank you guys for waiting in that duration is, if I'm not already, which I'm probably not, as soon as I get back and as soon as we're back in action, so I won't be going away permanently, just as soon as I'm back in action, I'll be giving you community updates as well. I will basically do a YouTube series on Hearts of Iron 4 as the Enclave Reborn, as a thank you for that, alongside some of the other series that I'll be continuing on as well. But that'll be a sort of a guaranteed start off, right, we're doing this thing, that'll be the first thing I upload, and it will be a thank you very much for being patient with me during this particular phase. Then we can enjoy stuff like, you know, DCS World, Star Citizen, all the other sort of shebangs. That makes it, you know, makes this whole, well, slight transition in terms of style of content. But again, I won't really be talking about that style of stuff for quite some time. But I can rest assured, we're going to be having a bit of a change going into 2020. But that is pretty much about it for now. I don't really see anything else necessary to talk about, and I don't really want to have to spend too long rendering this because this is going out as soon as I've done it. So thank you also very much for following. Thank you very much for subscribing. I'm now at what? No, I know this thing doesn't tell me that. It's so okay. So on my system, right? Okay, so here's a little dick move that YouTube likes to throw at me sometimes. I'm gonna do this. Apologies for the frames or motion sickness or whatever. So when I go to YouTube, oh god. Oh god, fucking cables. Right, there we go. You're just gonna have to deal with a cable in the background. Oh good god. Right, I have to push all the way back, don't I? Okay, I'm gonna try and focus this, but it's not. Unfortunately, I have to focus this manually. Okay, so you can roughly see the system says I've got 2K subscribers, which initially, when I first saw that, I was like, what? But then when you go to your dashboard and it shows your actual subscriber count, it's only 730. No, sorry, 52, which is still like, thank you. But yeah, it likes to fuck with me in this case, and it is annoying to say the least. But yes, there we are. Actually, I'll probably just put me there because that way it works. So yes, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing and hearing from most of you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you'd like, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that YouTube actually does what it's supposed to do. Thank you again, and I hope you have a lovely day. Apologies for the issue regarding today's video, but hopefully that'll be fine. And let me know what you guys think. If you have an SSD, if you have any kind of experience on that, love to know what you think. Definitely hoping to make the transition into SSD fairly smooth and easy, and then we can really enjoy games like Star Citizen, DCS World, other games which really hammer on the SSD. I don't think DCS World really hammers on it, but having it would help. Anyway, thank you very much. I will see you next time. This is Mr. Jaeger, signing out.